Hi there guys, Connie from giraffetutorials.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to create your very own app step by step from scratch. Now in today's tutorial I'm going to create an app for a pub, but this is perfect for anybody that also owns a bar, an eatery, a nightclub, anybody that serves food and drink. This is the tutorial for you. Now even if you're not a part of this category, you can still follow along with this tutorial because you're still going to learn how you can completely customize the app 100% the way that you want to do it. So let's just quickly go through and have a look at exactly what it is you're going to learn to do today. And we'll also go through and discuss how all these features can really help benefit your customers. So today I'm going to teach you how to create this app here. And you can see that we have all these different features to the app. I'm going to go through and discuss every single one of them with you. Now I'm also going to show you how you can go through and change the complete style of your app. So this background here, I'll show you how you can add any image that you want, and I'm also going to show you how you could simply just put a block color behind there if that's what you wanted to do. Now I'm also going to show you how you can go through and edit this top part here, how you can add your own image of your own company's branding, or also you can play around with the colors and the density of it as well. So let's just quickly go through and have a look at all the pages that I'm going to teach you to be able to make. So first off, I'm going to make this about page, show you how you can do that. So you can go through, put in a title, a little bit about yourselves as well in the description. And I'm also going to show you how you can go through and put in all of your hours as well for each specific day. Now if we go into our contact page, I'm going to show you how you can go through and add all your contact information. And when a customer is to click on any of these, it will take them right through to the action. So if they just click on the phone number, they'll be directed straight through to call you. Same with email, and the website will take you straight to your website. So if we just had a quick look at the map, you click on it, and there is my store on the map, which will also teach you how to go through and add as well. Now I'm also going to teach you how you can go through and add in a form. So there's many different reasons that you could use a form. So I'm just going to say hiring a room, or for if people need to get in contact, if you offer private function options, or if you do a bit of catering, you can go through and create this form. And I'm going to teach you how you can completely customize it the way that you want to do it. So I've just made it here that they need to give us their name, email address, phone number, the date of booking, and if they have any additional details or questions, they can go through and ask them there. So you'll also learn how to do that. Now I'm also going to teach you how to go through and add these coupons. So I've added in a few coupons here. So I've did $4 beers and Saturday night free entry. So if you click on that, I'm going to show you how to add this image. And you can go through and put some information about it. So you can write about what it is. You can put a disclaimer. You can also put in when it's valid. And you can also go write more about terms of use. So what's going to happen is the customer's going to go through, select redeem coupon, redeem, and thanks for redeeming this coupon. And what's really cool about this is that customers can go through and share your coupon as well. So if they were to click on share coupon, they can share it on their Facebook, Twitter, and email addresses as well. So if you make a really cool coupon, it could be flying around all of social media, and you could be getting all this new business that you didn't even intend to get. And they can also go through and share them here as well. So if they were to click on here, same with Facebook, Twitter, and email. So this is a really cool function, or feature, sorry, that if people want to show their friends about, oh look, we go here, $4 beers all night, it's a really good way to go through and do that. Now I'm also going to show you how you can go through and put in this news feature here. Now what I've done is I've taken it from Facebook, so all the posts that we post are going to come up in here. So now this is a really great way of customers being able to keep up with what's happening with you. So I've just gone through and put in a few messages here, and if I were to click on them, they can also go through and share your messages as well. So you could let people know about your upcoming specials, tell them to go check out coupons, if there's a special weekend on, let them know and tell them to go check it out. So that's a really great way for customers to see everything that's going on with you. I'm also going to show you how to add this map feature, and you can also go through and add a few different locations as well. So really easy for customers to be able to find you. I'm going to show you how to add this photos section where we take them all from Facebook. So you can go through and add all these different types of photos taken straight from your Facebook or many other different types of accounts like Instagram or something like that. And you can also go through and add different types of albums. So you can have a food and drink album, a Saturday, you can have a specific date or a night of when photos were taken. You can add all these different albums so people can go through and see them. And if they click on the images, they can go through and see a little bit more about them as well. I'm also going to show you how you can add events. Now these are taken straight from your Facebook page. So I've got all the dates here of our upcoming events. So if people click on them, you can go through, put this image, put in some information about it, and you can put in the date and time of when it's happening. And once again, really cool, can be shared around Facebook by your customers, Facebook, Twitter and email, sorry. So make some cool events, you could get some more people coming through your doors. Now I'm also going to show you how you can add this menu in the form of a PDF. So customers can go through and read all the food and drinks that you sell as well. And finally, I'm going to show you how to add this custom page here that you can go through and completely customize and create and write anything that you want to write about it. Now what you've just seen here. Now to build our app today, I'm going to use Komo.com. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because Komo is the world's leading DIY app making service, and there's really good reason for that. What you just saw there is only a small portion of what you can actually achieve with Komo. There's so many different ways in which you can help retain customers and also help gain new customers as well. Also, Komo is really good value for money. To create our app today is only going to cost you between $29 and $39 a month, depending on what pricing plan you select. Now with that, you also get a 6-month success guarantee plan, and you also get a 30-day money back guarantee as well. And I'll put more details about that below so you can go through and give that a read. Okay, so with all of that said, it's time to go through and start creating our app. Okay, so when you click through the link below, you'll be taken to this page here, and what you're going to want to do is go through and select Create My App. And then from this page here, you're going to want to go up here and select Join. Now you can either join with Facebook or email, so I'm just going to sign up with Facebook, so just select Join with Facebook. Okay, so what's going to happen is you'll be taken to this page here, where you're going to want to go through and name your app. So I'm going to say Connor's Pub, and select Next, and then it asks if you want to connect your Facebook page. So I'm going to say I don't have a Facebook, so click here. And also a website, so I'm going to say no website and click here. Now even if you do have those pages, you don't need to do that, you don't need to say that you have them. You can basically go through and connect them up through the tutorial. So I'm not going to bother for now. And you can also go through and select what type of app you're creating. So I'm going to select restaurant. Now even if you're not a restaurant per se, don't worry about that, we can still go through and change it through the tutorial, and that's what we will do. So once you've done that, select Next. So what will happen is you'll be taken to this page here, and what we're going to want to do is go through and add some pages to our app. So to do this, we're going to select this plus tab up here, and then it gives you some recommended pages, or if you select on all features, it takes you to every single page that you can add. So I'm just going to go through and add some now. So I'm going to add a About Us page. I'm also going to add a Contact Us page, and let's just see what else. We'll add forms, coupons, Facebook, map. We'll also add some photos, and we'll come back in here and to all of our pages, and we'll also add some events, and then we'll also add a PDF so you can upload your menu. And I'll just go through and add another way in which you can add your menu, or another way that you can just simply write whatever you want. I'm going to add this custom form here. Okay, so first off I'm going to go back to our About Us page and go through that first. So make sure you just go up here and click on it so we're in the About Us page section. Okay, so what I've done is I've just gone through and filled out the blanks here. So I've put in a title, I've put in my about here, and I've also put in a description about us, so you can go through, select read more and read all about us. And if you scroll down, I've also gone through and added in some hours as well. Now you can also go through and add these additional details like services and specialities, the culinary team and parking if you want to do that. But if you don't want them, don't worry about that. And you can also go through and add in Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, website and email address as well to your About page if that's what you want to do. Now I have added my opening hours and I've got that up here, which I press the plus button from. And what I've done is I've come and selected limit hours, so you can do this as well. So select limit hours, select what days you want, so let's just say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Click in here and start putting in a time, so 11, and let's say we close at 9 o'clock, so 21, select 9 and select add. So that's really simple to do and go through and add in your hours as well. Now I've also gone through and done the Contact Us page. Now this works very much just like the About Us page. Put in our title, put in our subtitle, which you can see there. And if you just come down to our contact information, I've just put in an email address, website, our physical address and our phone number. So what's going to happen is if somebody with your app clicks on either of these links, they'll be directed straight through to do that action. So if they click on the phone, it will take them straight through to be able to call you on that number. And if they were just to select on the map of your location, so we just click on that, you can see that it comes up with a map of where you guys are located as well. So that works very much just like our About Us page, and that all you need to do is just go through and fill in the blanks. Now if you wanted to add in an image up the top, you just need to come up here and click on an image and you can upload your own image, which will come in this opening part of the screen. And the same will happen with the About Us. If you want a header image up there, you can just go through and upload those. So that's really straightforward how to go through and do those two pages. So next up, I'm going to go through and create a form. So what I'm going to do is click on this Forms tab here, and then I'm going to come down and select what type of form I want. So there's many different types of reasons your business could want a form. So for example, you may have a room that can be rented out or hired out for people for specific functions, so for 21sts, corporate functions or something like that. Or you may want people to just join your mailing list, or if they have any questions or anything, they can get in contact with you. So I'm just going to make an inquiry form, so I'm going to click on that. And I'm just going to call this hire a room. Okay, so want to hire our private function room. Get in contact to find out the details. Okay, and then you can go through and select what your customers have to give you. So you can make them give them their name, their email address, their phone number and a message as well. So we'll just click on mandatory, so they have to give us a phone number as well and a message. But what I will do is rename this to date of booking. So they have to give us a estimate of when they want to book our room. And we can also come down here and say additional details or questions. So what I'm going to do is not make this date of booking mandatory and not make this mandatory either. So they don't have to fill these out, but if they want to, they can. And then what will happen is they'll receive a text coming back. So the button will say submit, and the message coming back will say thank you for your interest, we'll get back to you soon. So that's fine. Now what you want to do is go through and select this alert me when I receive new messages, because these are going to get sent to your Koma dashboard. So if you just put in your email address here, what will happen is you'll get an email alert telling you when somebody's filled out the form for an inquiry. So just go through and put that in, and then just select Add. So once again, we can see what it looks like here, So they just give us their name, email, phone number, date of booking, and additional details or questions. And what we're going to do is rename the page. So we're going to call it Private Function Booking. So there's a really easy way to go through and just add in a form so customers can get in contact with you and book a room. So next up, what I'm going to do is go through and do some coupons. So I'm going to click on this coupon page here. Okay, so what I've done is I've just gone through and created a few coupons already. Now if you want to create your own, all you need to do is select this green button here and select Create Coupon. Now let me just show you what it will look like. So I'll just say edit this one. So I'm in Custom Offer. Now all you need to do is go through, put in the deal title. So I've called this $4 beers. And I've also put in a brief description. So all bottled beer, only $4 when you use this coupon. And you can also go through and put in a disclaimer as well if you want to do that. Now you can also come down here and write down the dates and details. So you can go through there and write more details about the deal. And you can also go through and select the dates of when it is valid. So all you need to do is click in this section here, select the date of when it starts and the date when it finishes as well. And you can also go through and add an image like I've done there. So I've done that for 2 coupons. So you can go through, create as many coupons as you want. So let's say if you wanted to do a discount, just come up here, select discount, go through, fill in all this information, and then you can come down to the savings section. So if the original price of something was say $10, you can either do a monetary or percentage discount. So let's say we're having a 25% discount. It calculates the new price as $7.50. And you can go through and put in the deal details of all of that as well. So very, very easy to do. But all I've done is just gone through to Custom Offer and made a couple. So I've also made this other one here, Saturday night free entry, so you don't have to pay a door charge. And I've also written a disclaimer, limit to the first 200 customers as well. So very, very easy to go through and create any type of coupon that you want. Now what I'm going to do is come up to this Facebook page here. So now we're going to go through and add our Facebook timeline with all of our posts on that. So you're going to want to come up to your Facebook page, and you can see this is mine here. And what you're going to do is just simply copy and paste your URL from your home page. Okay, and you're just going to want to click outside of the box. So just click here. And here you can see that all of our posts have now been transferred onto our app. So that's very, very simple to go through and do. Now I'm just going to go through and rename this feature. So I'm going to say News, and I'm also going to go through and change this icon. So I'm just going to click on this little pencil icon here, and I'm going to select this icon here. So this is our news feed. Now of course you don't need to go through and do this, it's completely up to you. But for me, I just find that a little bit easier to do. Okay, so now that I'm happy with this, I'm going to go through and do my map page. So click on map. So all I'm going to do is come down here and change my name to Connor's Pub. And then I'm also going to go through and put in an address. So I'll just make one up. So you start typing and you can see that it comes down for you. So I'll just select that one. And there you can see that we have popped up on the map. So next I'm going to go through and add some photos. So I'm going to click on photos. Now you can see that there's many different services in which you can import your photos from. So I'm going to select mine from Facebook, so click on Facebook, and then I'm going to go back to my page here, and I'm going to click into my photos. And what you're going to want to do is click on a specific photo to use. So just click on this one, you can go copy, and paste that in there, and click outside the box. Okay, so what it's done is it's just taken my page ID and used that. So now you can go through and select what album you want to display. So I'm in timeline photos, but I don't have any timeline photos. So I'm just going to select our food and drink, and you'll be able to see all the different albums on your Facebook that you have. So there we go, you can see it all now, and there's different layouts you can select of images as well. So just go through and select which one you like best. I personally like this big image one the best as well. Now if you wanted to add in another album, simply just click on the Facebook page again, and you can go through, do the same thing, but you can just select a different album, and to rename them you just come up here. Okay, so you can see food and drink, then you just rename your other album, and then customers will be able to go through and look at all the different types of images that you have. So that's fairly straightforward to do as well. Now next up, I'm going to go through and do our events. So click on events, and once again you're going to get your events from a third-party service. So I'm just going to select Facebook. I'm going to come back up into my Facebook page, and this time I'm going to go into my events. Okay, so I've got some events there. Now I'm just going to copy the URL. Okay, so now you can see all these events here, which have been dragged obviously straight from my Facebook. So you can go through, add all your events from Facebook as well. So if somebody wants to click on them, there it is with all the information, the time and the date as well. So very, very simple to do. So now I'm going to go through and add our menu. So to do that, I'm going to firstly do it via the PDF option that you can do. So we're going to click on PDF. So what you're going to want to do is just come down here and select upload PDF file, but I just want to show you something really quickly before we do that. So if you don't know how to create a PDF, I'll show you right now. So what I've done is I've just created this Microsoft Word page here, and this is my menu that I've made. Now you can see that this menu looks, really easy to read and quite legible at the moment. But when you go through and add it onto your mobile, you've got to remember that your mobile phone's a heck of a lot smaller than your computer screen. So let me just show you what it's going to look like at this size. So if you want to create or save a PDF, just go File and Save As. And when you're saving it, so let me just rename this, so App Menu, and just come down to Format, and you're going to want to select PDF to save as a PDF. So go Save. So remember, this is what you would usually have on your website, this size writing. But now if we go Upload PDF File, and I'm going to go into my Documents and App Menu to go Open. You can see on the phone that it is actually quite small, and that is quite hard to read for your customers. So what you're going to want to do is go through and make all your text bigger. Now remember, these are pages, this break here, so you want to make sure that everything fits onto the page well. So let me just show you what I've done. This is my bigger menu. So I've just gone through and increased the size of the fonts. So I've did it at about 28 to make it bigger. But I've also made sure that my prices are underneath every single description of my food, just so it's easier and nothing's split up between two pages. So you can see that does look a bit too big on your computer. But let me just show you. Now I've already uploaded this before, so I'm just going to go change file. And what I've done is I've saved it as new menu. So just go open. And you can now see the difference. So this looks a lot easier, a lot bigger, and a lot nicer on a customer's phone to go through and read. So that's what you're going to want to do. Just go through and upload it. Now go through and upload a few, just make sure that you get the sizing and the formatting of it all correct. Now finally, if you wanted to add a menu another way, you could just come into this custom page here that we've added. And all you need to do is go through and start typing. So you can see that it looks very much like Microsoft Word, so I can just go breakfast menu. And you can see it coming along with you. And you can also go through, change the sizes and formats and everything of it as well, depending on what you want to do. So that's just another way you could go through and upload your menu. So now that we've done all these pages, I'm going to go through and change the style of our app and get rid of this brown. So to do that, you're going to want to come up here and select Style and Navigation. Okay, so what you'll see next is this whole bunch of themes that you can go through and select. So say we liked the look of, say, this theme here. All you need to do is click on it and select OK. And now you can see that my whole entire layout of my phone app style has changed. Now if you go through all of them and don't find anything that you like, don't worry about that, because we can go through and completely customize it any way that we want to do. So that's what I'm going to show you to do next. So first off, we're going to go through and select the navigation layout. So you can see that these different types of navigation layouts here. So I personally like this one because it's got this box look. Okay, and now you can see that we still have this background and this brown bit up here. So I'm going to go through and change them. So there's a few different backgrounds you can go through and select from. So you can see all of that. So just like that, you can go through and change it, or you can go through and add a image. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So go add image, and we're going to delete both of these, and click on that plus symbol. Now I'm going to scroll down and select an image. So I'll select this one here and go open. Okay, so all you got to do is just crop your image to fit. So I'm just going to move it across here. And like that, so you can see in the preview what it's going to look like, and I'm going to select OK. Now you also need to go through and do the same thing for tablets as well. So just go through and select the background that you want for tablets and select OK. So now you can see it's like this. Now what might be happening to you is you may have an overlay color, and that's what's happening on mine. That's why it still looks quite dark. So to get rid of that, simply just click in the square here. And you can go through and select any overlay color you want. So let's say if you wanted a filter on it, you can select the color filter. And if we wanted it darker, you just got to drag it up and up and up like that. And if you wanted a single color background, if you drag it right to the top, now all you have is a single color here. So if that's what you're looking for, and you could mix it up with all these different types of icons like this, you can go through and do that too, if that's what you want to do. But for my overlay color, I want it completely invisible. So I'm going to grab this line and drag it right down. Okay, so it looks like that now. So I'm happy with how that's all looking. And you want to make sure that all of these here are easy to see so customers can see what they're doing. Now this is fairly clear that you can see, but once it gets up here, it can be quite hard to see because there is that white background. So let me just show you. A setting like this wouldn't work too well because the customer can't see these top two pages up here. So that's why I select this one, or I'd probably recommend this one as well because we're missing out that top part where it's white. So just make sure that it's all easy for the customer to see and navigate through. So I'm quite happy with how that's laid out. Now I'm going to scroll down here to this app info part, and what I'm going to do is actually go through and start getting rid of this brown up here. Now if you have a specific branding of your company and you want to upload your own image up here, you can do that. All you need to do is click this little icon here, and you can add an image. So you could go through and add your company's logo or something like that, and it tells you the recommended dimensions, which are 640 by 88. So if you're good at Photoshop, or someone who can do it for you and you want that up there, you can go through and do that. But I'm just going to work with the text. So what I'm going to do is click on my background, and once again I'm going to drag this right down till it's basically invisible, and then go to my text, and what I'm going to do is start making my text a bit darker, so that goldy colour. Okay, so this is how it's looking now, and I'm liking that a lot more. Also, what you maybe could do, you could select maybe a white, and you can make that a little bit lighter as well. So depends completely exactly how you want to do it. Now what you're going to want to do next is to go through and make sure that all of your pages look good. So if I click on my About page, we still have this really ugly black. So what I'm going to do is go through and change it. So change my content background. So I'm going to click in this box here. I'm going to make it all white. Okay. And I'm going to change the colour of my titles. I may make them just a little bit darker, so you can see them slightly changing. My main texts are also going to be darker, so maybe like that. Or what you could do is go through and select that dark grey, which I'm going to do. Okay, my minor texts, now I'm going to make them just a slightly lighter grey. My buttons and links can stay like that, and my borders can also stay like this as well. So you can go through and make sure that all of your pages look nice. So just quickly go through, have a look at it. Okay, now that looks a lot nicer to me. So of course you can go through and style it any way you want. Now once you're happy with all your pages and everything in the way that it's looking, come down here, and what you're going to want to do is go through and add a app icon. Now this is really important, this is what the customer is going to see on their mobile phone. So you want it to be quite easy to see and understand, so that when they look at it, they instantly recognize your company. So what I'm going to do is click on this icon here, and I'm going to go upload icon to upload my own icon for my company. Okay, so I'm just going to select my company's logo here and go open. Okay, and just go through and crop it. Now I would personally say my logo of my giraffe tutorials isn't actually that good. I probably do have a little bit too much going on in mine. So just have a look at yours. If you do your app, you can always go back and change the icon later. So download it, have a look on your mobile screen to make sure that it's looking good, and then make your changes from there if you need to do so. So just go OK and go OK again. Right, now this here is your launch image. Now this is what's going to pop up when the people first click on your app. So when your app is loading for the few seconds, they will see this image. So I highly recommend going through and putting in a really nice image there, because what it's going to do is it's going to set the tone for your app, and it's going to show your customers exactly, what type of company you are. So you get in a really nice image, and you've immediately set a really good picture of what you guys are. So there's a few different ones that you have to go through and select, and it's got all the recommended sizes there, and it's for the Android tablets, iPads, iPhone 5 and higher, and smartphones. So make sure you go through and do that. Or if you don't want to do that, just go through and delete these Koma ones, so Koma isn't coming up when your customers start going through your app. And when you're happy with absolutely everything, and you've gone through and checked all your pages and you're happy with how they're looking, what you're going to want to do is hit save, and then select done editing. So then you're going to be taken to this page here where you go through and select what payment plan you want to choose. So you can select the $39 a month, $33 a month, or $29 a month. So go through and select which one best suits you. Now also what you should do is come down here and have a read of what Koma offers you. So they offer you a 6-month success guaranteed plan. So what that is, if you don't see results within the first 6 months, the next 6 months are on them. And you can go through and read a little bit more about that. You can come down here and read the big benefits for your small business. And you can also go through and read the 5 reasons to sign up for a mobile success plan. So let me just show you one of them, how you can try out risk-free. So every mobile plan is backed by Koma's 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied after 30 days, we'll refund the entire cost of your plan. So that just gives you a little bit of peace of mind that if you do want to create an app, and you're not happy with it, you can still go through and delete it and get your money back. So it is risk-free. And once you've gone through and paid, what you're going to want to do is come up here and go into My Apps. Okay, so I've just made a few apps, so I'm going to come down to my Connor's Pub and I'm going to select Dashboard. Okay, so as you can see, there's a few different things that you can go through and do here, and I'm just going to quickly walk you through a few of them. So this is your dashboard. We can go through and see all your main information. Now if you want to edit your app, just simply hit Edit App. Now what I'm going to also show you is this Manage option here. So if you go through and click on that, so here you can see we're in the Forms tab, and remember we made that one for hiring a room. So this is where it will all come and you'll be able to see it. But remember, you will also get email notifications as well. So you can go through, read them in here and go through and reply to them. And the same with coupons. You'll be able to see how many people have gone through and redeemed your coupons. So if too many people are redeeming it, you can go through and cut it, or you can see which type of coupons are working and which type of coupons aren't. Now you can also go through and see analytics, and what this is going to go through and discuss is how many people have downloaded your app, where your app's been downloaded from, and so on. And you can also come down here to all this marketing information about promoting, sending push notifications, and using the marketing genie. So make sure you go through and give all of those a read. Now finally, once you've done all of that and you're ready to put it to market, you're going to want to select To Market. So now you'll see this Activate App button, and what's going to happen if you click that and you haven't paid as of yet, it's going to take you back and go through, and you can go through and select your payment plan that you want to do. And once you come back to this To Market, you'll be able to submit your app to the Google App Store and the Apple Store as well. Now what I'll do is I'll go through and put some information on how to do that below. Now Koma does help you along the way for doing this. So just go through and give that a read and compare and make sure that you're doing it correctly. And once you've done that, your app is all up and running and ready to go. Thanks a lot for watching the tutorial today, guys. I hope that you really enjoyed it. Now if you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And also if you have any questions, feedback or comments, or just want to get in contact with me, please feel free to do so. I really enjoy hearing from you guys and what you had to say. So once again, thank you very much for watching the tutorial, and I hope that your app is up and running and looking great.